Guys, quick video for the new Moondrop X Critical Dusk 2, and this is an actual market disruptor. For the first time since I've ever heard that term uttered, I'm holding one in my hand. This actually is amazing for its price. If you're on the fence, I suggest you get off it and purchase this. Let me explain to you why. Before we continue, if you're interested in a set of Dusk, not signed, you're not getting the signed one, comment below this video, and if you're a subscriber, you'll score it. You don't have to subscribe because I can't ask that, but if you were a subscriber and you commented below, I'm going to pull a subscriber from below, and if you already commented under the unbox and you subscribed over there, you're 50% there. So just finish up the job and maybe get this set, because this is bonkers. I was going to do a video on Friday and just take notes today, and I decided to listen to two different profiles. One I don't think I'm gonna like, the other I'm pretty sure I'm gonna. It turns out that I absolutely love both, so I'm doing a video today, and I'll be specific with you. Let me tell you about the two profiles that I'm talking about, the Bass Plus DSP and the Diffuse Tilt. I have to say to you, I don't know much about all of the targets that are put out there in the industry. I just listen to music in earphones and give my opinions, and I have my own target to refer to if you want to know what my general preferences are. So I don't even know what Diffuse Tilt actually means. I will tell you that that is an amazing sounding profile, and I thought it was going to be one that I was going to leave out of the original review, which would be coming out on Friday. Let me talk about the three tracks that are related to Bass Plus. One is called Gotta Love Gangsters, which is from the Chronic 2000 Still Smokin', I think it's called, and it's Richie Rich, The Realist, and Scarface, and it is a dope track, and on this set it sounds amazing. Listening to Money Trees, that's featuring J-Rock, also sounds dope. Well beyond anything that Crin's done, beyond anything Moondrop has in the collection. In DSP Bass Plus, this sounds amazing. They Ain't Ready, which is Bubba Sparxxx and Jadakiss. And Jadakiss is an absolute killer on the mic. Jadakiss murdered 50 Cent on a diss track, probably the best diss track ever done in hip-hop. But most people don't know about it because they're 50 Cent fans, and Jadakiss doesn't get the love, but he killed 50 Cent. Go listen to the lyrics on that track. That is absolutely bonkers. So it did Bass Plus great. So I decided I'm going to go check out the tuning that I'm probably going to maybe leave behind in my video, because there's others to focus on, and that really doesn't look like something I'm going to like. And so I listened to it. I set it up. In fact, it was such a weird experience that I had to do the phone 3 or 4 times, which is charging right there. It's an Asus ROG, to make sure I wasn't in something else, because it sounded way better than what I thought. And there's thunder and lightning going on right now. Let me tell you 3 tracks I listened to. The original first one was the Hotel California. The 4 minute 4 and 59 seconds, the guitar solo that's in there, the whole track, really, all the subtle nuances in that track were just right there, clear as day. It sounded absolutely brilliant. So then I went and listened to Blind Faith, Ginger Baker, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, Eric Clapton, and I'm sorry, I forget the other guy's name. But the intro guitar sounded amazing. Ginger Baker, and the hi-hat opening, closing, he's keeping time. It sounded crisp and clear. The very significant crash cymbal strike sounded perfect. It was very significant, but it was very quick and brief. That whole track sounded amazing. For acoustics and stuff like this, it sounded good. But the Eagles track, which has got a prominent bass line in the background, sounded fine too. So the rhythm section should be impacted by that tuning, yet it's not. I don't know. This is like the camper trying to explain why it vibrates when it doesn't have a DD. I simply don't know why this Diffuse Tilt, because maybe I don't understand what that graph is really implying. There's something confusing going on, but it sounded amazing. So then I listened to a track called Fearless, Interpolated, You'll Never Walk Alone. It's from Pink Floyd. You probably don't even know that song because it's not one of their more famous tracks, but it's such a beautiful track. It's got, I think, 2 guitars. It's a very simple Spartan production so that you can focus on all the instruments. You can hear the finger slides on the fretboards. You can hear all the subtle stuff. The production by Alan Parsons. I'm sorry, that was Dark Side of the Moon. I'm not sure who actually produced the album that Fearless is on. And also, for a little bonus, if you want to get something maybe for a little screechy scratchy, something free, what is the name of the soccer group chant that they're doing at the beginning and end of the song? Because I'm not a soccer fan. Football to me is American football, but there's a soccer chant that is in the intro, and then as it goes out, they're doing a chant against the rival or for their team. I'm not really sure, but the song is just brilliant. If you know what that is, go ahead and comment below. And I'll send you something special, because that's a little factoid 99.9% of the hobby has no idea. Even Pink Floyd fans like myself, I can't tell you what that is. Back to the set. If I had only 2 settings and it was the Bass Plus and the Diffuse Tilt DSP, I'd be totally satisfied and would hype the fuck out of this set. Sounds amazing. The Blessing 2 and the original don't touch this in any kind of way. They don't even seem to be related. As I'm not a fan of that, and I've never done a DD and balanced armatures hybrid collaboration ever. How many have I done? I know, way too much. You don't even want to count them. Way too many, right? And there's another one coming, and there's more coming after that, and I'm just going to keep doing because I love doing this, and I like playing around. And as long as the QC is up to par, I'm just going to keep doing it. I've never done a DD and BAs only. Never done it. Don't really like it. Is it the planars in here that's doing something special? I don't know. But this and its quality is well beyond the other Blessings. I want to tell you something so that you understand me clearly. I was never a fan of the Campfire Andromeda in the way that others were. I was never a fan of the 64Audio U12T in the way a lot of others were. I simply thought the U12T was a little bit too warm to monitor, and it didn't do anything particularly great. It wasn't for my bass genre part of my library, and it wasn't as resolving enough for other stuff that I wanted to really get all the details. It's a little warm. Great set, but not worth what everybody said it was, which was $2,000. So I disagree with a lot of the people in the community regularly. I don't think that this set is in any way related to previous Blessings. And I mean that in a positive, like, let's go kind of way, because I really was not into that. This sounds dope. This can be a bass headset, better than anything he's released, and pretty much me too, anything I've released, as far as its balance of being impactful and also clean and extension. It's a bonkers. Beyond that, the Diffuse Tilt, what the f is that? What the f is that? I don't even understand. Who came up with that? What is that based on? What are we tilting? Why does the bass guitar sound fine, even though it's only 60 hertz and below that's being elevated? Oh, I think I'm answering my own question here. Basically, this is elevating sub-bass, which is 60 hertz and below only. So all of the mid-bass is steady and tracked, which means that even if we were counting the 4-string bass guitar, we're counting 1.5 to 2 strings and not the other 2, but we're only slightly emphasizing the other 2. So I think I'm discovering as I'm doing the video, which only goes to show that I don't script myself. So excuse me for coming in with, I have no idea. Now I'm kind of figuring it out as I just look at it. Wow, that is dope. If you've never experienced Diffuse Tilt, this might be one of the ones that people absolutely fall in love with. If you like a Jim Croce or a Gordon Lightfoot or classic rock and roll with lots of guitar and drums, and I think you're going to love that. Personally, I'm going to be flipping between these 2 presets. I'm going to do a review for all of them, because that's what my job is, to give you all the information I can. But I'm doing this video because of a tuning that I thought I was going to basically skip, but why not give it some attention today? And it's the reason for doing a first impressions video. Absolutely bonkers. Really, really nice set. Now let's talk about a couple things that are important before I let you guys go. I did a video for the Truth Ears Red, and I said repeatedly in the video that I was a Team Blue fan. While everybody's pushing that set for Critical, or a lot of people were, because it was more central, and far as the tuning was more consumer friendly. It wasn't too bassy, it wasn't attached, it didn't have as much upper mids, it was more of a safe tuning. I thought that was going away from what was special about it. So I didn't really push that cart. And it didn't impact my ability to get future stuff at all, because that's not the point. The point is not putting your own feelings into a video and just explain with music what is the thing that you like or don't like. It's fine that you don't like something. It's totally fine. Just be clear with what it is. I saw a video yesterday by a guy named AWSM Danny. I got to bring this up. Shout out to him. He didn't like the Hades. He gave it a 0. And I didn't care because he talked about the item and he didn't put me into it sideways because of his feelings. That always is going to be the lose. Just talk about the gear. If you don't like it, that's fine. Well, why? Help somebody out to understand why they should maybe not buy something, or tell them what is good and why they should, or really do both and be a reviewer, which is your fucking job. So far, to this moment, listening to 2 profiles that are radically different, the Diffuse Tilt, which I'm learning as we're doing a video, and the Bass Plus, I would recommend this set. Let me put up the Ghetto Scale. Boom, up. I think I'm going to shamelessly hype this, and I don't give any apologies, because at $349, fuck yeah. Yeah, and I haven't even gotten into 60% of the tuning options. One thing I'll bring up, which is I'll bring it up in the full video. The DSP is only available through a USB-C cable, of course. Man, if everybody could get that awesomeness. It's like the next step. Holy crap. Really, really, really brilliant work. I'm looking at an actual market disruptor. That's what it's looked like. I'm gonna speak English. I swear to God. And I'm out.